What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Window Cleaning Millionaire podcast. Again, thank you so much for being here. It's been like an absolute pleasure recording these and getting positive feedback and things like that. Hopefully you guys are all in busy season right now. It's June. It should be busy for most of the country. In Arizona, we're heading into our slower season. Usually July and August are our slowest cleaning months of the season. We actually get like really bad dust storms and rain here, and that causes us to be slow, and it's super hot. It's like 105 degrees today. It's going to be probably 110 to 115 throughout July and August. So it's super hot. People are closing or not opening their windows up. So we're heading into our slower season, but I hope you all are out crushing and enjoying your busier summer season for most of the country. What I want to talk about today is how to have hard conversations with your employees. This is something that I feel like a lot of people make a lot of mistakes with, where they just allow their employees to have something go wrong for too long before they actually go and fix it. So I know this is probably true for you, unless you're just a good leader and you're just naturally good, because this was true for me, is that most business owners suck at having hard conversations. So they let things build up and then they blow up at their team, or they ignore problems and hope that they magically fix themselves. And we all know that that just doesn't work. So both approaches are going to kill your culture, and they're going to really slow your growth. So today I want to share a strategy I actually learned from one of my mentors, Josh Latimer, which I talk about Josh a lot. A lot of what I know is from him. And this is how you can, this is logistically how you can actually discipline and correct your employees the right way to give them clarity and be calm and actually serve them as a real leader. So most guys, they either let things slide because they hate the confrontation. Maybe you can relate. I know that I've definitely been there. Or after it all builds up, they snap and they've been bottling it up. Neither option is a good way to do it, which I know I already said that, but I just want to reiterate it, that neither option is a good way. You have to be able to sit down with someone and actually lead them, look them in the eyes, and build a real connection with them. So this strategy that I'm going to share, it's super simple, but it's worked really well. I've used this multiple times on my own technicians, and they fixed problems. And this is how Josh used to handle things in his business. I learned it from his podcast a long time ago. Wanted to share with you guys. So say a tech needs correction. Maybe he's showing up late. Maybe he's not doing a good job, or maybe he's just doing something he's not supposed to be doing. You never want to correct him in front of the team. You don't want to yell at them. You don't want to vent to them. You want to wait until the guys have all left for the day, and then you just want to send your guy this short text. Hey, so-and-so, I want you to meet me at my office at the end of the day, ... We need to talk, period. If they responded asking, they'll probably say oh, what's this all about? Is everything okay? I wouldn't even text them back. I would just leave it at there. Just say, hey, yep, I'll talk to you about it when you come into my office. So then all day, the tech is kind of building up this, seriousness over the situation. They're building up, they're probably a little afraid of the situation. And then when the tech showed up, I wouldn't want to just sit behind my desk here. I have 2 seats up over here in front of my desk. I would ask them to sit down, and then I would get out of my chair and I would actually go around and I would sit right next to them. So I'm looking them eye to eye, and I would tell them hey, you're doing a lot of things right. I want to keep you around, but there's a few things you're doing wrong. And if we don't fix it, I'm not going to be able to keep you here. And here's why. So just looking them in the eyes, be calm, direct, fair, no drama. And this is super effective because it removes emotion from the situation, and it shows control. It shows leadership from you, and it makes the person really take it seriously, but also feel respected. They've been thinking about it all day. They sit down and we just talk about it. So this is going to keep your culture strong because you're not letting things slide, but you're not destroying the morale either. And you're definitely not bringing up the negative things in front of the whole team. So it forces you to show up like a leader, forces you not to be a friend, not be a bossy manager, but be a leader to them. And a few times a year, I end up having to do this in my business, and it almost always has corrected the problem. In fact, I have a couple of technicians to this day that I've had to have really hard conversations with in the past, years ago, that are now great employees for me. So again, just to reiterate how you can implement this into your business is you can just send them a simple text that they need to chat with you at the end of the day and leave it at that. You want them to kind of be thinking about it. You want the anxiety to be building a little bit so that they know it's serious. You want to deliver the correction clearly. If this doesn't change, this is the consequence. Maybe you're fired. Maybe, I don't know, maybe something happens. You don't want to be too personal with them. You don't want to be too emotional with them. You just want to look them in the eye and tell them, hey, I like having you around. I need this thing fixed. And if it's not fixed, this is the consequence. So if you want to grow a real business, you have to become a real leader. So like this is, I feel like the biggest difference I made early in my business was becoming a real leader and being able to have these hard conversations and lead these people as somebody who they respect and trust. So don't let fear of conflict cost you your great employees, or worse, keep the wrong ones too long. So if this podcast helped you, I would encourage you, please share it with someone else who leads a team. I'm sure you have tons of friends out there who could use this. And if you want to become a better leader, DM me and let's talk about it.